Hello everyone. I'm very excited to share a new idea with you. The idea is how to change our belief systems and create a more of an expansive body experience as well as healthy inner and outer worlds that could come together in the form of energy and money. Monergy. Many years ago, when I created Monergy, which means unity and energy, it's a holistic therapy method that I've been practicing for over 35 years. I thought, okay, so we have lots of energy that we are expressing very uniquely in one form or another through our psyche, through our body, through our subconscious, through our relationships, through our interaction with governments and politics and nature beings, and it is endless. So, but focusing on money and energy, I thought might give us a way in to explore more deeply of maybe what we are stuck with in terms of patterns that we've developed around money and how to share it or hold on to it and hoard it, etc. So my thought was that if we could examine those belief systems through many different lenses, then we would have a way to explore the issue of money on very different levels. So one of the things that I really love doing with my students and clients is explore the idea of the 7 chakras, which are the 7 energy centers in our body that are related to certain specific issues or thought patterns or experiences. And I'm going to just briefly explain them to you. So chakra is a word that's based on Hindu philosophy, and it actually means wheel. So it's an energy wheel. And we have 7 major energy wheels like that, spinning energy in our body. And there are many more, but I would like to just focus on those 7. So it's the first chakra is at the bottom of your spine. It creates blends the relationship between yourself and your biological family and that of your tribe and your ancestors, etc. So it goes very deeply back into generations of human life. And the second chakra is the pubic bone area, the genital area. It is, of course, about sexuality, but not just that. That's just a very small part of it. It actually means, how do I relate to my world around me? And where does it start? Where does it start? And it starts, of course, in the womb. At 2 months old, we're already starting to develop our brain. And so these relationships that we are continuously forming through our human self have become very important in the way we express our life, our creativity, and how it all interconnects. So that's the second chakra. They all have certain colors. And in this course, in this Monergy course, I will go very deeply into this chakra constellations in terms of visualization and guided imagery and meditation. So you can really get a deep feeling for how money relates to our energy centers and therefore our body, therefore our subconscious, therefore the patterns and redundant voices that we deal with, and how to shift all of that and share from a much larger perspective. The third chakra is in the solar plexus area, which is the feeling for the emotions. So, when we have fear or anxiety, it is often expressed on a physical level that we can all sense and feel through butterfly feelings, or digestion problems, and on and on. We could talk about this endlessly, of course, but I just want to give you a brief overview why the chakra constellation related to money and energy is important, and what the course that I'm going to guide you through, why that is important. All right, so, and what it focuses on. So the fourth chakra is the heart chakra, which is about two different kinds of love. The love that we share with others and the love that we share with ourselves. So much in this course is focusing on self-care in order to be filled with a kind of a self-acceptance, self-love, self-respect that then can spill over like an endless waterfall into other people's lives. So we're not overextending ourselves to others before we've filled our own reservoir. The fifth chakra is the throat chakra, where we express how we want to creatively relate, and through our voice, speaking, singing our voice in the world, with other people, with relationships. The fifth chakra is extrasensory perception. It's far seeing. It's the bird's eye view of our life and how all the different pieces, puzzle pieces, fall together to give us a bigger picture. And the last chakra is the top. The Indians or the Buddhists paint a beautiful lotus flower on the top head, on the head of the Buddha, in order to open to all that is, to the universal life force. So I've given you a brief overview of how we're going to play with these energies, and there's one particular chakra that relates specifically to money. And that, for now, I'm going to keep a secret, so you'll be beautifully surprised and can learn to work with it. So I'm going to look at a few more notes that I have here in order to not to miss anything. So this is the course that is also conducted, if you'd like, with a buddy. Somebody who lives in your neighborhood or somebody who lives on the other side of the planet. And we connect you to that person. And if you'd rather create a relationship with yourself and be your own best buddy, you can do that. And there are some fun ways of different personalities that you can express through this Monergy buddy circle game. I was trained as an artist for many years, so creativity was very, very important to me. But not only through my training career as an artist, but also I realized that being born into the Second World War, Nazi Germany, I had a lot to work with as a small child. And children rely on what works best for them. And for me, that was to be endlessly creative. In the sandbox with my sister, in riding horses, connecting to animals, connecting to nature, and always doing something with my hands, with being creative with my body. And so I realized that if I wanted to help people to expand into their own nature, their own awareness of the interrelationships and the balance between these 7 chakras, we need to be learning that our creativity is of utmost importance, and that every one of us is abundantly creative, because we were, in the first 7 years of our lives, that's all we had. And we learned how to adopt other people's belief systems, and pretty soon also adopted beliefs that were not ours, that we wouldn't have chosen if we had been left to our own devices of exploring our endless creativity. Instead, we learned to have it go underground and use it for survival mechanisms to get us through in my case, absence of my parents, divorce of my parents, etc., at a very young age. So we all have a story, and what I'd like to do in this course is help you to create a new story. And we happen to use money as creating this new story. There will be some sharing and caring exercises so we can expand and not feel so afraid to open our deep pockets. So these exercises that I've created in this course are based on 20 deep pocket exercises. And I'm sharing just a few with you here. We'll be exploring the idea of self-appreciation, and therefore making ourselves magnetic to other people as we are sharing on a much larger level. Ourself, our ideas will be called into the orbit of other people who are on a similar wavelengths, and they'll find us and we'll find them. And one of the things that is very close to my heart is the energy of trees. I found, in fact, I took a walk this morning on my favorite tree lane, and I'll tell you a little secret. I've been working on exploring my 30-year-old body again and psyching myself into that I could run up a hill, through the woods, through the forest with a 30-year-old body, instead of thinking I am as old as I am, which is right now, it's 75. It doesn't seem to make any difference. I can do it. As soon as I think my body is much younger than my belief system seems to want to dictate me through the belief systems of the world, I'll run up the hill. It's glorious. Anyway, I invite you to take this Monergy course. There's lots of description and information on our website here, and I can't wait to see your responses that you might want to publish on our blog, so we can create an international Monergy, let's say, community in this global self-healing village that my team and I have created for you, and that will be expanding beyond our own belief systems, way beyond, inviting many other people into this village. And I hope you'll be part of us. Thanks for listening and sharing with the world your expansive ideas of what money could mean in our world if we focus it and filter it through our own belief systems, and therefore our body energy.